Good morning, it is Coach Julius here, and it's exciting today because we're going to talk about a topic I'm very passionate about: mastery. Achieving mastery. Okay, how are we going to achieve mastery? Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to identify what's the skill that you are good at, right? What is the pattern, the skill? How can you take that pattern into the world, identify how it works in the world, how it works in your environment? Don't beat the system, overcome the system, right? That's something Jim Rohn would say. And greatness is not this illusion of a false reality of you achieving something. Greatness to me is persevering in adversity, because success is not something you pursue, it's something you attract. It's not a destination, it's a direction, right? So greatness is a mentality, it's a mindset that's found in the middle of adversity. It's a mindset that's found in the midst of hardships, right? So how do we do this? How do we get from this adversity through the hardships into a place of laser focused mastery? Okay, now the first thing is to understand focus. What is the power of focus? If I dig a billion little holes, I focus on this, I don't finish that, I focus on this, I don't finish that, I focus on this, I don't finish that. Well, the reality is I'm never going to dig to where the well is. So the same thing, I'm going to use the second analogy. It's like a magnifying glass. The more you focus, the more time it focuses and it concentrates on one area, the hotter it gets, the more wilder it gets, the more fiery it gets, right? So that's the power of that laser, that compound reality, compound seconds, that compound into one direction, creating a massive momentum, right, that eventually impacts whatever it is touching. So I would say identify 3 of your skills, your abilities you want to master in your life, and you focus on that for the rest of your life, and you build a generational blueprint with the legacy, leaving it behind, right? So then identify the pattern in the world, and as you go into the pattern, you use it, you beat the system, and you overcome it, right? And you raise it up into a higher standard. You be the change you want to see. So now we understand, so what is this affecting? Well, how are we getting through this? So when that energy, right, of pushing into that direction achieves, it becomes a hyper chain reactions that's mastering towards a laser focused skill, a skill you want to master, okay? But we have one thing that stops this thing from growing: instant gratification. Because instant gratification is you just wanting the satisfaction of digging a hole, but you're never getting to the content in life. You're never finishing what you're starting. You're never touching the bottom of what that greatness can produce, right? So you're always just digging holes, but you're not getting to the well. So how are we doing this? Focus on one thing until it's mastered. Then your laser beam achievement is a well of success. So while you are digging in that one area, let's say I'm in property, I want to learn everything about property, investing, developing, sales, rentals, right? Process, government, the tax around it, the process, the municipality. I want to dominate the supply, I want to dominate the market. I want to dominate the real estate market, so I must be in control of the supply and the demand, right? We learned that from John D. Rockefeller. Okay, so now in time, that laser beam achievement, okay, is going to create mastery because you have a momentum that's growing to a state of confidence. The first investment you ever make is the investment into yourself. That's the first thing. And once you have the confidence, you're going to have the ability to continue momentum, which is leading to a greater success. So what is success? It means it's a greater attitude that's pulling momentum and attracting success to you. It is multiplying with a dominion in the marketplace. We are not of the world, but we are in the world, but we are called to have dominion. The unrighteousness is stored up for the righteous. So I'm operating in that state of mind all the time. Now after that, I have now created the successful momentum, right, with purpose that creates excellence. So now, because you have mastered, you have excellence, right? Because when somebody comes into you, you are adding value. When you speak, you are adding value. You are adding an excellence that is producing a change when people come into your sphere. And that excellence, right, in its time now produces mastery, because it comes to a point that carries impact, momentum, direction, attitude, confidence, and it's producing service onto somebody. And we know in the marketplace, you get paid for the service that you produce, right? That's the value in return, the exchange. You serve, and that's the exchange of the value that you own. So mastery gets paid a lot. Why? Because you're able to solve real world problems, and people and individuals will pay you to solve their problems and gain in this world. And that's how you grow from focus to mastery.